Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from the job aptitude testing website howtobecome.com, and in this tutorial I will teach you how to pass a GIA test. So if you have a Thomas GIA test coming up, then please make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to help you to pass. To achieve that goal, this is what I'll cover. I'll cover the different types of GIA test questions that will come up during your assessment. I'll then give you step-by-step instructions on how to tackle each GIA assessment test question. Plus, I'll give you essential tips to help you pass your GIA assessment at the very first attempt, and I'll also tell you where you can instantly access over 220 GIA test practice questions and the fully worked answers. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I want to help you to pass your aptitude tests by giving you brilliant practice questions to the toughest GIA test questions, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button because this tells me you find these tutorials useful. So let's start the tutorial. One of the tests used in the Thomas GIA assessment is the Perceptual Speed Test. So here is the question: how many letters match? Your answer options are A0, B1, C2, D3 or E4. Now you can see from the above example that there are columns of letters. In the first and fourth columns are letters that are identical. Although one letter is a capital and the other is not, the other columns contain different letters and therefore they do not match. So you can see that here. So it's your task to identify how many pairs of letters match. In this case, the correct answer is 2 matching pairs. So the correct answer would be C, 2 matching pairs. As you can see there, from the letters C in column 1 and in column 3, the letters A are a perfect match. So it's a very simple test, but you have roughly 3 to 4 seconds to answer each question. So speed and accuracy are very important. In fact, they're critical to passing these assessments. So what I want you to do is to please answer some of these questions yourselves and put your answers in the comment section below this video, where I'll mark it for you and get back to you with the correct answers and also give you any advice or tips if you need them further. So let's take a look at a few questions for you to try under timed conditions. How many letters match? Is it 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4 pairs? You have 3 seconds on your timer starting now. Great, how did you get on? Don't forget to put your answer in the comment section below. Let's take a look at another question for you. Again, you have 3 seconds starting now. You've done brilliant. Don't worry if that took you a little bit longer than the 3 seconds. I've put that there deliberately to really get you used to the time conditions, but if you need to pause the video and spend a little bit longer on them, that's fine for now because you can always practice more questions. And in fact, at any point during this tutorial, if you want to, you can click that link in the top right hand corner and head to my website howtobecome.com, where you can access over 220 GIA aptitude test preparation style questions, including the ones that we're covering right now. Plus you get the fully worked answers and strategies to pass each question type to make you the standout candidate. Okay, let's move on to another question. These are the reasoning tests. Now these tests are relatively simple to understand once you fully appreciate what is required. So the reasoning tests are basically a form of problem solving, and you'll be asked a number of questions, usually about a relationship between 2 or more people or things. Again, you only have 3 to 4 seconds to answer each question. So let's take a look at the question. Richard is taller than Stephen. Who is shorter? Is it A, Richard, B, Stephen, or C, both the same? So the answer in this case would be Stephen, as the statement suggests that Richard is taller than Stephen. Therefore, Stephen is the shorter of the 2. So very simple, but you must answer these very quickly under pressured timed conditions. So now it's your turn. Please put your answer to question 5 in the comment section below the video for marking. Okay, here we go. Question 5. Mark is not as wealthy as Jane. Who has less money? Is it Mark, Jane, or both the same? You have 3 seconds starting now. Let's move on to the next one. Don't forget to put your answer in the comment section below. Question 6 is this. Sadie's shoe size is 7 and Mary's is 9. Who needs the larger size shoes? Is it Sadie, Mary, or both the same? You have 3 seconds starting now. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at the numerical side of the GIA test. Now this test requires you to analyse 3 numbers and decide which one of the 3 is furthest away from the median. I know that sounds really confusing, but bear with me and I'll break this down for you step by step. Most people struggle with this side the most. So the numbers can appear in any order and will not necessarily increase in value. You then have to analyse the numbers and decide which one is the largest number and which one is the smallest. Again, like I said, this may seem complicated at first, but with a little practice, you will soon grasp the concept of what is required. Let's take a look. So here are the 3 numbers. Here are the answer options, 7, 10 or 14. Remember, you need to analyse these 3 numbers and decide which one of the 3 is the furthest away from the median. So here is my 4-step plan that will help you answer these types of questions with ease. Step number 1. Out of the 3 numbers, decide which one is the smallest and which one is the largest. Step number 2. Then look at the number you are left with. You can now decide which one of the 2 numbers in step 1 is the furthest away from the number in step 2. The number that is furthest away is your answer. So in this question, with the numbers 7, 10 and 14, we can see that the largest value is 14 and the smallest value is 7. This then leaves you with the number 10. Once you've decided which number remains, in this case number 10, you must decide which of the 2 numbers, 7 and 14, is the furthest away from it. To work this out, you can see that 7 is 3 away from 10, but 14 is 4 away from 10, therefore leaving you with the answer of 14. So the correct answer is C. Now, like I said, that may seem confusing, so if you need to, please pause this video or rewind it so you can fully understand how to work this out. Once you have it, it becomes a lot easier and you should be aiming to answer these questions in under 4 seconds. So now it's your turn. Please put your answer to question 8 in the comment section below the video for marking. Thank you. Question 8 is this. You have 99, 108 and 120. Here are your answer options. You have 5 seconds this time to give you plenty of practice. Now, as you get better at these, you'll want to try and answer them as quick as possible, somewhere around 3 seconds each. However, if you need more time, that is fine. Simply pause this video and work on getting the answer right. It is much better to be able to work it out and get the foundations done, no matter how long it takes, because you can then practice many more of these questions under timed conditions using the online instant access to my 220 plus Thomas GIA questions resource. Okay, your time starts now. Let's try the next one. Question 9, 4, 9 and 6. Let me know your answer in the comment section below. Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, moving on, another practice question for you, 6, 2 and 9. Let me know your answer below. 5 seconds starting now. You're doing great. Let's move on to the next Thomas GIA assessment question type, which is spatial visualization tests. Now, the requirement of this test is to identify which symbols match by rotation. So you can see 2 symbols here. It's kind of an F shape, a backwards F. So take a look at these 2 figures. You'll be able to see that both pairs, the symbols are exactly the same. The only difference is that the symbols in each have been rotated. So you can see this backwards F at the top has just been rotated 90 degrees clockwise to give you the bottom backwards F. Okay, what I want you to do now is practice one of these questions yourself, but I'll walk through this one with you. So question 11, how many pairs of symbols match in each sequence? Is it A, 0, B, B1, C2 or D3. So you will see that the symbols in the first two boxes can be rotated around to match. However, the pair in the third box cannot be rotated to match. They are mirrored instead. Therefore, there are two pairs in this sequence that are identical, making the correct answer C. So let's take a look at some sample questions for you to try yourself under time conditions. But don't forget, before we do that, if you would like to practice any of these questions in mock exam conditions, you can click that link in the top right hand corner if you want to, and head over to my website howtobecome.com, where you can instantly access my 220 GIA assessment test questions and answers resource. Okay, let's move on to the questions for you to try. Remember, put your answers in the comment section below the video for marking. Question 12. How many pairs of symbols match in each sequence? 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me know. 4 seconds on the timer starting now. Okay, here's another one for you. Again, let me know your answer in the comment section below. You have 4 seconds starting now. And let's take a look at one more for you. 4 seconds starts now. Great, let's move on to the last question type of the Thomas GIA assessment, which is word meaning tests. The requirement of this test is to simply select the odd one out from the group of words. So here's the question for you. Which of the following is the odd one out? Ball, footballer or tree? So is it A, ball, B, footballer or C, tree? So the answer to this question is tree. The reason is that ball and footballer are associated together, whereas tree cannot be placed in the same category as the other two words. So therefore it is the odd one out. So the correct answer is C. So now it's your turn. Please put your answer to question 16 in the comment section below. Here we go. Which one of the following is the odd one out? Smile, itch or mouth? Let me know your answer below. You have 4 seconds starting now. Okay, try another one. Is it shed, baking or food? Which one is the odd one out? 4 seconds starts now. You're doing great. And finally, question 18. Which of the following is the odd one out? Is it midnight, moon or castle? You have 4 seconds starting now. Okay, so the next thing to do is to please make sure you click that button in the top right hand corner of this video right now and head through to my website howtobecome.com, where you can get access to 220 GIA preparation style aptitude test questions and the fully worked answers to each question. You can literally have online access within 2 minutes from now, and it is guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your next job aptitude test, and also, more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their aptitude tests and their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as that encourages me to make more videos just like these. And if you have any questions regarding any aptitude tests, please feel free to put these in the comment section below, where I will get back to you. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It is always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best for your assessment. Have a brilliant day.